Okay, here we are back with another episode of Two Old Men in Chairs. I'm Corrin Strong.
I'm Howard Appel.
When the Surgeon General of the United States says we need more censorship, we've really taken a wrong turn.
Well, we were going to talk about Tom MacDonald. Maybe we should do that now because I think it's heartening to see that among young people there's awareness. There seems to be, at least among some young people, a high awareness of what's going on and a high resentment.
Well, did you watch the song he came out with last week, the New World Order one?
Yeah, I saw that.
Here's the problem with America, the country is broken, cause they minds stay closed, but they mouths stay open.
I watched, what was it, Fake Woke, and I watched a couple of others. And then I watched an interview with him where he just sort of a biographical thing.
Yeah. Of course, I've been down the Tom MacDonald Rabbit Hole for over a year now, ever since Fake Woke came out in January of 2021.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls.
And so I watch a lot of reaction videos. The New World Order one, I think it's pretty much the same message that he's been saying, in a lot of his songs, but, he says it well.
Yeah.
And he really makes people think. And of course, he's got Adam Calhoun, who I wasn't that familiar with, but Adam did a super job on that.
Election gets rigged, rights get infringed. Take this syringe, frighten your kids, show up right where you live.
I do watch a lot of reaction videos, and a large percentage of them are young black men who do those for some reason. I'm not sure how they cornered the market. That a lot of other people are getting into reaction videos more recently, but it really started as an urban black phenomenon, and Tom is universally loved.
Yeah.
By every single black reactor. They love his message.
People, today I am back with my brother Tom Mother freaking MacDonald for Mother freaking President Sway.
They really understand these things a lot better than some of us white folks, I'm afraid.
Well, what impressed me, I said, just because I'm not a hip hop guy.
I'm not either.
I'm not, but this medium, I just realized it's appropriate for the times because it can express outrage far better than any other art form like that can. This hip hop format, just sheer outrage, it can express it so well.
Well, isn't it funny that Neil Young came out this week?
I heard that,
and he said to Spotify, which is a music streaming service, either you get rid of Joe Rogan or getting rid of my songs. And Spotify said, okay, we'll get rid of your songs.
Who the hell listens to Neil Young on Spotify anyways? They'll have vinyl if they
First
listen
of
to Neil
all,
Young.
they gave Joe Rogan $100 million to come and be exclusively on Spotify.
Yeah.
So they have a pretty big investment
And
there.
he's gone up by several million average
And
views.
he's got a huge audience. So
11
they're
million.
making money on that. It was a big virtue signal, but he ended up looking like a jerk. But isn't it funny, like he has a big song, Rocking the Free World. The rap of today is kind of like the rock and roll of old,
Absolutely.
Back in our day, the rock and rollers were the outlaws, and they were anti-establishment, and they were against the war.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think the best outrage we could express. It wouldn't anywhere near as well. Like maybe a song like Dylan's "Masters of War" or something, being down on the defense industry. Something, but even that, the presentation, harmonica, guitar, it doesn't evoke the emotion that this hip hop does. He hasn't reached a stage, and maybe he never will, where he offers any prescription of what to do. But he's where we're all at now. We're just outraged and don't really know what in the hell to do. And this really expresses it. But he sure trends. I mean, in the algorithm, I just typed, doing the search, I typed in Tom space, and there it was, MacDonald. So how many Toms are there? But,
His songs typically will get 1 million views in the first day and keep that pace up for a number of days. And some of his songs that have been out, for a while, I don't know if you noticed, I'm sure Fake Woke is pushing 20 million.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not as big as some of these real popular, Cardi D's or something who might have 100 million views on her wig on her ass, but it's a sizable audience. And it's international too, of course.
It was interesting, when I listened to the biography, interesting to hear that he was briefly a professional wrestler. And when you think about his videos, he uses that.
I think that Tom MacDonald is actually an extremely good actor. Like in the current one, he's in the Straitjacket.
You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you so special to a new world order?
The insane asylum, and he actually looks crazy. You know, his eyes are all wild, and you know he's rocking around like that. And I think he does a really good job of acting in his own videos. And I know people have asked him, and I would think he could possibly carry it off. He could be a feature film movie star if he wanted to.
And like in this biographical interview, I saw he was just a regular guy in his kitchen. Yeah, he has some tattoos on his face, just a regular guy sitting in his kitchen, very modest and.
Yeah, he seems like a regular guy, and because he's independent, he doesn't have a record label behind him. He has no promotion budget other than what he puts into it. He's really good.
And his girlfriend, was it Nova
She
Rockefeller?
she does all the videos. She's a genius.
Nova Rockefeller. I said they're really well done. So
they are amazingly done.
They want broke Nova, they want sad Nova, they want all the smoke until I rap Nova, they want cute Nova, they want bad Nova, they want all the things they can't have Nova. I'm a new Nova, I'm a rich Nova, I'ma start a fire key, a whip Nova. I'm the same Nova, I'm insane Nova, you won't ever change Nova.
Very good in interfacing with his fans. Like he'll come on once or twice a week and just do a Facebook Live and just take questions. You know, now how many superstars are taking the time to do that and answer any question that people want to ask? It's he's very straightforward on that kind of stuff.
And pretty straight. Say he had his period of substance abuse where pretty well wrecked him, but he's totally straight now.
Yeah, well, I didn't recommend to you. He has a whole nother group of songs that deal with his substance issues and stuff.
Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried sick and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choice.
And for the people that have had that kind of problem, they really like that type of music because it gives them hope. That maybe they can get through. I mean, he basically had a nervous breakdown and went back home to his folks in Canada for like a year. Yeah. And didn't see anybody and was able to kick alcohol, which was really his biggest drug. And but he talks about, his one song called Withdrawal, he talks about how hard it is, because even if you stopped using that substance, you still have the desire to do it. And, he talks about, gee, I wish I could be back, drinking with my friends and all the good times.
So he's a hero among that segment of the population, which is no small segment.
That's a big segment, and they love him for it because he's so honest about what he went through.
But yeah, I think I was just really enlightened over, because you suggested I spent about 3 hours just doing Tom MacDonald a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And and I got thinking, we don't have anything that powerful. Even our music, even as it evolved into like Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin, and heavy metal and all that screaming and yelling, it doesn't have that stuff doesn't have the substance that
I think
videos have.
One of the amazing things I think is he's a wordsmith. I mean, the way he can capture an idea. Sometimes he does songs like this one with Adam Calhoun. He did one with another black artist called Dax, called Propaganda.
I didn't see that one.
All I see is pentagrams of the propaganda, but our priority's a vaccine. It ain't hard for wolves to find a flock when the sheep are fast asleep. Too many people lack character, too many journalists scaring you, too many pencils attempting to rewrite the Constitution. They probably gonna tear it up. I love the country, but I don't trust the people taking care of us. We went to bed with the American dream, we woke up in Nightmerica.
And I think he had one of the all-time greatest lines in that song. He said, we went to sleep with the American dream and woke up in Nightmerica. I mean, if that doesn't describe the last 2 years of our life here in America.
Well, we literally talked about that. I'm really waiting to wake up, and I'm going to come over to your office and tell you, you wouldn't believe this dream I had.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's going to be like that lost year on Dallas where Bobby wakes up and you realize that everything that happened the year before was all a dream. but it ain't.